Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, good evening and welcome to this, the March the 4th SSBB Pro-Am. And I need to mute that. Right, that's the sound test. That sounds good. And let's have a look. We are at Suzuka. This is the full circuit layout. I'm going to let you have a look at some of the cars whizzing around the track while sorry, Twist, I'm sorry. We're right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell McFlurry that we're ready to go, and then I will start propagating the link to this particular show. So let's see. Start chat. McFlurry Twist. As you can see, I'm not JSM. JSM cannot be here this evening, so I'm going to take over for him. You can put up with me for just a little bit. Ready when you are, Mr. McFlurry Twist, sir. And then we will grab the link. I assume we're about to go into qualifying, so that gives me a chance to just share this around. That'll be popping up near you very, very soon. Let's take a look. SSBB. Let's put one in here. Damn, I can't reach my keyboard. So hopefully tonight we might even get a visit from my new puppy, and I will show him off. That's going to be far more into racing action we get. No, I'm just kidding. Racing's going to be great tonight. Let's have a look. Put one in the Discord. There we go. Put the keyboard back because bump the microphone. Okay, I'm going to move again now, so we're all right. No more gymnastics, promise. Probably. Start the stream. I've started the stream, Flurry. Come on. Rack on with it. So I have a controller in the sand. This is for controlling the business, and I've got a keyboard here. So let's make sure we have all the right options for the keyboard. Switch keyboards on. Have some nice replays. Have a variable camera. We're watching it. Okay, so I think we're waiting for Saphalicious before we start. The Pro-Am is where it's at. That is a gorgeous car, Ian Evo. How dare you drive something so sexy? I mean, he's the fastest car on track right now with a 158.809, so Ian Evo is allowed to, you know, drive whatever he likes. We have a chat up in the YouTube streamless. If you want to come along, say hi, and I'll give you a shout out on the stream. I think we're about to go into qualifying. I think we're about to go into qualifying, otherwise I'm dead wrong. The stream, for some reason, looks absolutely awful. I'm not quite sure why. Let me know how it looks for you. I will also check it on a mobile device, see if it's just my PC being dumb. Hopefully it is. Hopefully we haven't got some sort of an issue. Here we go. Look on my phone. It looks fine on my phone. Hello Melty, where Puppy? Puppy's just coming in from a little comfort break, so I'm sure we'll see Puppy at some point this evening. That is going to be a point to stick around for, if you want to see the puppy. Den, hello, good evening, and we seem to have a glitched lobby. That's not a good start to qualifying. Something barking in the background, I'm sure you know what that is signifying. We may have to put the puppy on stream since the lobby itself isn't working. Well, that's a pain in the butt. Just quit out of this, and we will quit out of this. Got a wet puppy? Let me take this off my lap. All right, Melty, get ready. Because you can't handle this. You cannot handle the cuteness that is my Louis. Look over here. Look over here. That's it. Eat the microphone. That microphone didn't cost anything. So say hi to your adoring fans I'm getting kisses. I suppose you could call them kisses. They're slobbers. So this is the highlight of the stream. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. And we'll see you next week. Thank you. There you go. Go on then. Jump down. What we're doing again? Oh, yeah, we're doing Pro-Am. Let's see if we can find the lobby. We have no lobby up. Okay. McFlurry Twist may be doing a restart, so I will try to do some sort of filler. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Chat has gone absolutely mental. Multi says epic pupper. Oliver Murray says, oh my god. Multi says fluff ball. Oh, Den, I'm sorry that things didn't go well for you. Oliver also says pudding. His name is Louis. Hi there, Charlie. Welcome to the stream. Hope you'll give it a like, and if you're not already subscribed, hope you subscribe to SSBB, who are currently on their way to 100 subs. Valeria says, "Oh my god, what a cutie!" It's got to be talking about the puppy and not me. I love dogs. I love dogs too, and he's gorgeous, and he is so very smart and friendly. Do we have a lobby? We still don't have a lobby. So, how many of you have been playing GT7? Hit me up in the chat. Let me know if you've been enjoying it, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Personally, what I don't like about it is the soundtrack. Once again, it just isn't doing it for me. I dare say that puppy's going to be making a few appearances during this stream. There we go. Let's have another check. How we're doing, McFlurry? I think McFlurry's doing a complete restart. There he is. We're back up. We're back up and running. So sorry for the delay. I know you want this all to go absolutely perfectly. McFlurry says lobby open. Yeah, we can see the lobby's open. That's my car for the Clubmans tonight, which won race 2 by 0.006 seconds with a last corner overtake, which was absolutely magnificent. I'm sorry that it wasn't streamed, but that's life. So, who have we got on track? Anybody out? Nobody's in the pit lane at the moment. Looks like we might be getting some last minute practice. Oh, they are. Let's ride on board with Valerio, who's rocking that awesome livery. Those three colours go together well on a flag, but also on a car. So that's great stuff. Okay, Valerio, stop showing off. More chat. I want to see the doggy, says Charlie. You might see it later if you missed it. I'm sorry if you missed it. We'll be back. Such a great track. Watch that first corner, says Oliver. Absolutely. It is deceptively tricky, that first corner. Really easy to lose it into there. Bombastic's got a very nice livery. I'm liking all these candy colours we've got going on at the moment. Is that off track? Mr. Bombastic. That's a really nice... Is that a pink, would you say? We're going to call that pink. Yeah. So, ow, my nose. For anybody who missed him the first time, epic pupper. You're talking like you're going to commentate this race with me. Come here. Look at the camera. Show everybody how adorable you are. Oh, starting qualifying. That's probably quite important. I might have to actually, commentate this. Thank you for delivering this puppy onto the stream. So that's awesome. I think this is the most chat we've ever had in the stream. Ben says, I will watch first corner from every view. I don't blame you. I actually have no game sound for some reason. I'm going to see if I can sort it out while everybody's on their outlaps. Those 5-star liveries looking great. The new logo is really racy. It looks really good on the cars. So, awesome. Look at this. Which button do I press to make the sound happen? This. There it is. I can hear the cars now as well, so that's all good. Let me know in the chat how the audio and the video quality are, and I will adjust them accordingly. So the first car across the line is going to be Mr. Bombastic, who's looking a little bit laggy, if I'm honest. In that BMW, that's not pink, is it? That's some sort of... I don't know what that is. Is that puce? Oh, Valerio, he's watching the stream, that's with the first one across the line. Yes, Fat Cat Gaming, the dog is sus. He is the imposter, he's here to steal your heart. We're approaching that last fast left-hander before the final chicane, so we're about to start qualifying. It's a very short qualifying for a very long track, so maybe we need 2 flyers around here on the racing mediums. It's going to be Valerio's BMW across first. Is everybody driving BMWs? Is that a thing? Is that a memo that I've missed? I'm seeing BMWs everywhere. Yeah, I may have missed that they're the only cars. So I'm going to stop mentioning BMWs. Hello, puppy. Let's not talk about them anymore. Cars are off. Valerio's there, getting a little bit of a wiggle on, showing just how tricky that first corner is. It tightens up just when you least expect it, even though you go through it 1,000 times and expect it. Judging by the minimap, everybody else has made it through just fine. Who's the last covering up the rear? Botto, who of course has moved up to Pro-Am this season from Clubman's, which he won last season. Absolutely rapid driver. Great to see how he's mixing it up with the big boys. We're going to go back with Valerio. Look out for the likes of Bombastic and Davide, who've both got a bit of a slipstream there from the cars in front. That might be tactical. A bit of a Wile E. Coyote theme going on with that car. Really nice. What are we doing? We're not even halfway around the lap yet, are we? But everybody looking very clean right now. You do worry about these cars that are close together, like these. It's always great to get a bit of a tow, but when the guy in front of you makes a mistake, you know you could hit them, or if they just run wide, often you can be so fixated on the back end, you run wide as well. Valerio going through Spoon, which is going to be all the power he can put on now, and that is too much power. That's bad news. That's the banker gone. He's going to have to go banzai on the next lap and hope for the best. So Dan's is now going to be the first man across the line. Mr. Bombastic there, presumably getting an absolutely fantastic tow through there. Dan's very aggressive on that curb. Is he going to be just as aggressive through this chicane? He is. He's just throwing it in there. Is that going to be the move he needs? Go to Botto, says Oliver. Me when the dog, says Melty. Fat Cat Gaming says, is G2 O'Connell in Pro-Am? No, he is not. For the first time, Death Raccoon looking good there. Just 1/10 behind Dens. Plastic third, Davide fourth. Ian Evo must have had a drama because he's 2 seconds off the pace. Got other times coming in now. Safalicious there in 4th place. Just 7/10 off whole time. These times will tumble, presumably, when everybody's worked out where the grip is. Botto squeaking ahead of Safalicious by the tiniest of margins. That is your first 9 times. So let's take a look at the order. Den's only fractionally ahead of Bombastic, who is off. Death Raccoon is also off, so both of their banzai laps are gone, because this is the final lap of qualifying. They're not going to go any faster. Botto could still do some damage, but Tabotto is slower than he was in the previous lap. Saflish says, you're nowhere near a timing beam, so I can't figure out if you're going faster or slower. Who's that off? Oh, that's McFlurry Twist off. So that's another lap gone. I don't think everyone can get a faster lap. Safalicious a little bit sideways there. That's a bit messy. Sideways is not forward. The best driving advice that nobody ever gave me. Den's about to enter the last part of the track. Can he do better than a 158.3 and cement that position at the top? Oh, very smooth through the chicane. Took a lot of corner on that second part, but I don't think there's a penalty coming. Keep it right, so keep the line as tight as possible. And that is 3/10 up on his previous time. Brilliant. You'll see the drivers moving right to make that run as short as they can. However, you won't see that in the race because people are going to be preserving the tyres. They don't want to overstress them doing that. People are going faster, but I don't think there's any times actually making anyone move. Who have we still got out there? Somebody's off the track. I'm not quite sure who that is. We can't say that's the Sapalicious who's parked up there. Is Toboto going any faster? I think Toboto's backed out of that. So that, when Sapalicious crosses the line, is going to be everybody. Oliver says, love Sap's livery. Absolutely. That is a great combo. Go on, Dens, and whoop, whoop. Oliver, you can come again. You are chatty. Get the old keyboard ready for this. See if I've got enough hands to do this. Video quality isn't the best, says Valerio. How bad is not the best? Got that in a sec. We'll see who gets away well and who doesn't. Goes off the line cleanly. Dens holding that advantage into the first corner. Wow, what a great start by Dens. Absolutely flying away. Bombastic trying to go around the outside. Side by side with Death Raccoon. Bombastic just touches the grass, loses some form of momentum. They try and go up the inside of Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon got the inside of the next corner, and Bombastic is making sandcastles. That is not how he wants to start this 6-lap race. Sapalicious there. What are you doing right back there, Saf? Come on, put your foot down. Up ahead, we've got Enevo, McFlurry Twist going side by side. So we come out of the S's. Enevo looking a little bit on the laggy side. I don't know if that's me or him. McFlurry Twist seems to be clear of that particular scrap. Just ahead, Valerio, right up behind Toboto, who's had a great start up to third, but Valerio is mowing the grass. It's going to put him right down. Is Sapalicious going to get him as well? Sapalicious, yeah, jumps up the inside and also takes McFlurry Twist. But can McFlurry Twist get the drive out of that wider line? He cannot. Back up to Death Raccoon, who is chasing down Dens. Or is he? Because Dens' advantage is already around a second. Just halfway around the lap. Absolutely incredible start to his race. I can hear tyres squealing. That's never a good sign except for spectators. We've got Davide right up the back end of Enevo's car. But Enevo's getting a tow up this section from Toboto. So that's going to be all status quo there for now. It might be the one who messes up the chicane. We'll keep our eye on this battle. And that might present a passing opportunity. Enevo looked like he was thinking about it then. But that of course compromises you into the chicane, which loses you a lot of speed. As you can see, Davide right on the back of Enevo. He's probably going to have a go down here into the first corner. Stay with him. And these cars look good. All of them really good. Don't think Davide could quite muster the pace there. Enevo is getting a tow from Toboto. He's really helping him out. What's Death Raccoon doing? He's losing out to Dens. Let's get the tyre wear and such like up. And we will find out. Oh, what do you got? Oh, apparently. There it is. I'm actually not convinced that tyre wear's on, so I'll just shut up about that. This lap 2 of 6. We've got Dens in the lead with Death Raccoon second, and then Toboto leads this pack of 3 cars. Enevo is just 0.3 behind him, and then half a second behind him is Davide. Bit of gap back to Sapalicious, Valerio, Mr. Bombastic, and McFlurry Twist bringing up the rear. Presumably for some sort of big last lap heroics. If you can keep it out of the sand. This is the good one to be though. This is a 3 battle between Toboto, Enevo and Davide. These 3 glued together since lap 1, and that's the way we like it. Toboto really holding his own in this series, which is great to see. I've raced against Toboto a fair few times, and he just kicks the stuffing out of me most of those times. Like again, says he's rooting for Sapalicious, but good luck everyone. Also stream quality pretty bad. Let's see. It's not good. That's not good at all. I don't know what's causing that. I can't apologise enough. I've had a look at some settings. I'm not dropping any frames at this end. I don't seem to have any latency issues at this end. So I cannot imagine what the issue is. Back to the racing action. We've got this straight. Is Evo going to make a lunge at the end? Down to 1/10. Tuato just takes his usual line, and he's got enough momentum there to just keep Evo behind him. Just fall back a little bit, keeping Davide in that slipstream. Absolutely fantastic battle between these three. Go Sir Safa, says Melty. Let's see what Sir Safa's doing. He's picking up penalties, but let's not worry about that too much because he's also catching up with Valerio. Less than a second between Safalicious and Valerio, but Safalicious, of course, has that penalty to serve. Oh, bit of a wiggle there from Tabotto. That's going to cost him. Compromises his exit. That's allowing Evo to thunder in. Tabotto puts the car in the middle of that corner. Very good. Evo has to back out, and that actually puts him under pressure from Davide. He's going to try and go around the outside of the next corner. Doesn't quite get it done. Got a very long run here to Spoon. If Davide can keep it sort of to the left here, we can have a look up the inside. Where's Evo going to go? He's going to cover off that apex. We're heading into the longest straight on the track now, and this is going to be a great opportunity for Davide unless Evo can just squeak a little more power out of that BMW and get back on the back of Tabotto for the slipstream. Big if, because Davide's looking very aggressive at this point. Very important corner this. We need to carry a lot of speed through there. We've got a good entrance into this, the very tight chicane, which leads onto the main straight. Davide there, a little bit of a wide run in. I think he's trying to put up as much speed as he could. I think we're going to see an attack on Evo this time round. Evo there weaving, trying to break the toe. Davide closing in, and to about 0.25. That's not close enough. So he's got it all to do again. We're over halfway through this race already. Where have the laps gone? Loving the liveries, says Backcat Gaming. They are awesome. They are really awesome. Especially liking this this Wile E. Coyote livery. But look behind us, less than half a second. Valerio has caught up to this pack. It's a driver we were watching earlier. We know he's good at doing donuts. Is he good at doing overtakes? We're about to find out. He's right on the back of Davide. This three-way battle just became a four-way battle. Looking at the minimap, Dens still seems to have a couple of seconds on Death Raccoon. In the background there, we've got Safalicious in the sand. That means he loses that to Mr. Bombastic. Wow, if I'd noticed something like this, I'd have had a big drink of water before I started, but as it stands, never mind. We shall soldier on to the end. Once we get through here, I don't think there's going to be any moves here, but once we get through here, Davide is going to do everything he can to try and get Evo's slipstream, otherwise he's going to be very vulnerable to Valerio behind him. I think we're going to see a move very, very soon. Could even be that Valerio is trying to pick up Evo's slipstream with the pass. Side by side, we're going to this very fast left-hander. Valerio definitely has the advantage. Oh, he's made the pass before the corner. That was a great move, but has he put too much speed into that? Just keeps it on the black stuff and pointing in the right direction. Fantastic overtake. Well done. I think Valerio could be the closest person to everybody else right now on the track, so we'll stay with him in what seems to be his epic crusade to go for that third place. It's definitely possible. He's obviously motoring. He's got the fastest lap of the race at the moment, which is a 1:57.5. The car's ahead doing 58s and 59s, so he's really on the move. I don't know if it's always like this because I've just been drafted in, but I've got to tell you, that's impressive. Track looks complicated, says Spikecat Gaming. Nah, it's just, you know, some straights, some corners. And Tabotto there loses it, goes to the side of Valerio. What happened there? Are we working, replay? We're not working, are we? Go on, you can do it. Okay, here we go. Here's the replay. Otto was in thirds. We could come in through the S's. What went wrong? Evo makes a move. Oh, Tabotto either didn't realise he was there or, I don't know, just drove into the side of him. And that cost him all that momentum. So Tabotto losing out, they're down to 5th. Valerio, there you go. Thought he was going to go to that podium position, and he's going up the inside of Evo as they approach Spoon. But Evo's got the advantage here, he's got the inside line. Valerio can't make the switch back at this time. Evo is he's in trouble now. Valerio's got the inside. This is a long left sweeping. Can't really call it straight, can you? But we've got this fast left up here. It doesn't matter. Valerio's got it done. Where is he finding this pace from? It's just mad. Mad as a box of frogs. Oh, Tabotto there. A bit cheekily following Valerio through, but he's going to get it done through the chicane. Just in place to try and get it done. Davide goes off the track. He was obviously trying to get involved in that as well. So we go 2 wide down the straight. Davide hoping to make it 3 wide into the first corner, which never works well. This is the last lap. I'd like to be following the leaders, but to be honest with you, this is where the action is. So Tabotto's made it back up to 4th. But Valerio almost 2 seconds ahead, so he's already checked out. Unless there's some sort of an incident, Tabotto's not going to get that 3rd place back. Davide's still crawling all over the back of Evo. They've had a very busy race, these 3. Very busy indeed. Valerio's still the fastest driver on the track. We'll check at the end, see if he's going to get the fastest lap. I think 1:57.5 is going to be quite difficult to beat. Leaders doing 1:57.8, so he's motoring. But with a 5.8 second deficit, he's not going to catch up. Right now, he's just trying to get away from those guys behind and cement that fastest lap. This is going to be where the action's at. Very little to lose now. Evo takes a very defensive line there against Davide. And then we get some lag. So, sorry about that. Staffer is a legend, says Oliver. Unlucky Tabotto. And Fat Cat says Tabotto will definitely catch up. Lol. Well, there we go. Davide making that move. It's the last lap. He's got to do something. He's going to have 2 more chances. He can get a slipstream down here and do it into that last left-hander, or a massive banzai late break into the chicane at the end. So Denz is just coming out of the chicane. Here is the man who's going to win this race. What a dominant performance it's been. Death Raccoon drove really well to get into 2nd. Valerio, excellent recovery drive. Plowed through the field to 3rd. And then these 3 together, but it's going to be Tabotto, Evo, and then Davide, who's showing us a great shot of that car. Thank you very much. That looked brilliant. Mr. Bombastic, burning off a penalty there right before the finish, but he's got a 20-second lead over Safalicious. Safalicious going to beat McFlurry. These 2 coming in together. I think Safalicious has got this. Here we go, around the last corner. Safalicious, then McFlurry twist. Your race winner was Denz. And I am quite breathless. Wow. Pole position, clean race, but not the fastest lap. The fastest lap seemed to go to Valerio, but we will check that with the race results. Here we go. It was near Valerio's 1:57.5 as he was catching up on lap 3. That was the fastest lap of the race. Absolutely fabulous racing from everybody. Let's just congratulate everyone, because that was quite the show. Everyone. Well. Ribbon. Yay, there we go. Also, they're apologising for Valerio. I don't think Valerio minds too much, since, you know, he came out best in that battle. That is your SSBB 1 for the Pro-Am. Valerio not particularly happy with his performance. That seemed good to me. Oliver says great racing. I've got to agree with that. Fat Gaming says, good race so far and good luck on race 2. Gonna echo that sentiment as well. Absolutely fabulous stuff. While McFlurry Twist is setting things up for what is to come next, I'm going to go and hydrate. I would recommend you do the same because race 2 should be even more frantic. So we will be right back. And you're back in the room. So we arrive for category 2. This is going to be the group 3s. It's a 9-lap race. And that's what people are driving. We've got ourselves a Flurry Twist in the Mustang. We've got Mr. Bombastic in the Z4. We have Valerio and Ian Evo, who are both in the RCs, Fs. Safalicious doing it for us in the Jag. Not quite sure what others are driving, but we will find out. There's that Mustang. Very nice, very tasty. Oliver says, great racing, cheers to the great commentating. I am trying my best, Oliver. I've got very, very big boots to fill. Valerio is carrying the player logo on his car. Well, I'll be cheering for him. I know I'm not wearing my player top tonight. It was a bit of a crazy rush to get everything set up, and I didn't have time to dig it out. Maybe the next time I'm called up, I shall get that out ready. But that's great to see that there. Ian Evo in that Lexus. Loving the stripes, loving the candy base. That's very, very nice. Mr. Bombastic, he's got to tell us what colour that is, because I don't know. Is it fluorescent orange? I don't know. I've had another couple of cars join the track. To already look at Dens. Oh, listen to that. That is just an American beast. Oh, I could listen to that all day. I could. But obviously that wouldn't be good. Player is good software, 10 out of 10. Says Fat Gaming, absolutely player. PC gaming made easier. If you're a PC gamer, our player will just streamline your gaming experience like crazy. And it's saying things like that keeps them as my sponsor. Spotto, very, very green, but that stripe looks really good. I'm liking that. Once again, showing support there for Ukraine. That's nice, Spotto. That's very nice. Death Raccoon, making sandcastles in the Lexus. I didn't realise this was a rally event, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. Safalicious. Wow. Bit of Tokyo Drift. And I don't think that's quite how Tokyo Drift goes. Have they shown some more love to the BMWs? absolutely fantastic. Oh, I'm still rocking the Wile E. Coyote. That is a theme that I am enjoying a lot. I'm going to hydrate some more because, you know, this is going to be crazy. I just know it. The last race is nothing to go by. It's going to be crazy. I'm not quite sure the fastest man on track is at the moment because we've just got the outlaps going at the moment. I think for most drivers, some drivers are on a fast lap. This isn't qualifying, this is just practice, but it will give us a good indication as to who's hooked up around here and who is not. Drink water, it's wet. Mr. Bombastic, oh, just overcooks it there into the chicane. Just looking for that grip, looking for every extra tenth, even hundredth or thousandth that he can find. Any advantage is good. But at 205, okay, his fastest lap shows us a 205, but over on the timer tower on the right, it shows us a 158. So, go home, Gran Turismo Sport, you're drunk. Enevo crosses the line. There you go, a 201.4, so that's more of a realistic time. Oh, Valerio, good grief. He's already broken the 2-minute barrier, so Valerio pushing like crazy. Starting to see some indications there of tyre wear. We can try and keep an eye on whose tyres are wearing the most. Mr. Bombastic seems to be burning through those fronts in that BMW. For a twist in the 205s. I need more pace than that to keep up with Valerio and Denz, I'm afraid. Of course, when you've got tyre wear in the mix, it's not always about pace, is it? Sometimes it's just about the ability to look after your tyres and go fast and not crash. Who else is on the move? So Tabotto also there, not quite under 2 minutes, but he's there, he's hooked up. Ian Evo also 201.4, more or less where you want to be. Now I've got a little thing on my screen that says if I don't press the button, it's going to turn off. Okay, I have saved the display. So Valerio, Denz, Tabotto, Ian Evo looking really hooked up. Everybody else looking very much at sea at the moment. Mr. Bombastic on a better lap? No, he's coming in for tyres, clearly unhappy with the way things are going at the moment. Staffalicious has left. Sometimes Staffalicious has some internet issues. Who's close to finishing a lap right now? Valerio close to finishing a lap right now? So let's see if we've got a better time on our hands. If so, I don't know how anybody's going to compete. No, okay, so Valerio's a little bit slower this time. Don't worry, there's hope, everybody. There is hope. Having a chat. Fat Cat says McFlurries are nice, and so is the racer. McFlurries are nice, but when is the machine ever working? Felicia's back in the room. Good to be back to 9. I think we're a few drivers short tonight because of GT7 releasing, where people have suddenly made some very dubious excuses for not turning up. Bit of movement back here. For a twist or Davide, taking a much faster time. That gulf at the top's getting much bigger. This race started to look like it might be one-sided, but you know, practice is one thing. The actual race is another. I am about to lose chat because I have a bit of a device issue here, so while the practice is still going on, I'm just going to do a be right back on the stream, and I'm going to go and plug something in so I can keep chat. And back in the room, and chat is saved. Thank you for the support, Oliver. We are doing it. We are winning it for the hamsters. Chat is saved. Okay. So I think Valerio is looking great for the win. In the just driving, let's remind ourselves. In the Lexus. If you've got any predictions, hit me up in the chat. Let's see if you've got any predictions for this race other than Valerio, whose name I've just typed out of here. Talk about him this. Very twist. Ready? When you are. Here we go. So we've got no qualifying here. I believe it could be a reverse grid. If I read the situation right. Like again, it says Sapalicious will win. False start check, no damage, and so I'm not quite sure what's happening on track. It looks like there's some sort of question about the rules. Just a little bit more fluid before we start, because this is going to be 9 laps of absolute majesty, I think. Here we go. Final will begin in 5 seconds. So this is done. We are go. Let's take a look at our grid. Good luck to all your pro-ammers. So it's Fat Cat Gaming. On pole, Sapalicious in the Jaguar. Then we've got McFlurry Twist in the Mustang. Mr. Bombastic in the Z4. Davide in the M3 GT. Then we've got Ian Evo and Tabotto, both in the Lexusi. And then Valerio, Death Raccoon, and of course bring up the back, Den's your race 1 winner. We are waiting for the green light. Let's get the extra bits for the bottom. There we go. Grab the keyboard for instant replay goodness. Oh, speaking of instant replay goodness, what on earth happened to Davide? Oh, come on. 4th place, what happened? I perhaps pressed the wrong button there to look a bit too far. He didn't get away. Oh, and then he just smoked the rear tyres. Spun it round. Really unlucky, so he's right at the back. Sapalicious still leads the way though. Go Saf, as the chat would say. Good luck to Oliver Murray. Look at all this RCFs. Absolutely. Mr. Bombastic, absolutely monster in the rear bumper of Sapalicious' car. Ian Evo trying to fight off Valerio, bit of a wibble there. Death Raccoon looking for a way through. Valerio looking for a way into 3rd place. And up ahead, Mr. Bombastic holding station. Oh, Ian Evo there, back end out. Was there a tap there from Valerio? Stewards might be looking at that at the end of this race. These two go side by side down towards Spoon. Oh, there's nothing in it. Ian Evo's got the inside. Valerio's got momentum. Who's going to come out of this on top? It's going to be Ian Evo, but that means that Valerio has to run, just as Mr. Bombastic does. Is he going to take the lead? Sapalicious there, taking a very strange line onto the grass. They're trying to leave the track before anybody can overtake him, but it's too late. Bombastic is through into the lead. In that, I have no idea what colour it is car. Sapalicious dives back into the chicane. Has he overdone it? Can he keep it? Oh, no, he overdid it. Lucky, but it's a long race. Let's see if Sapalicious can keep up. Den's in 3rd. We lost. We lost Valerio and we lost Ian Evo there. What happened? Is Valerio in 4th? There was a yellow flag which was Ian Evo. And Valerio stopped, so did he have something to do with that? Let's find out what happened to Ian Evo. He went in. So that looks like Evo overcooked it, but since Valerio actually stopped letting back through, we've got to assume Evo was rear-ended. Okay. Back to the front, your leader is Mr. Bombastic, has put out a 2-second lead from Dens. And where did Safalicious go? Safalicious is going slow, that's weird. Safalicious, what's happened to you? We were in second, under attack from Dens. Everything looks okay. Oh, and it's off the track, and round and round we go. That's unfortunate. We've all been there. At the end of this lap, we should be able to see who's lapping how, and then we might have an idea of who's going to be catching who. Mr. Bombastic's lead around 2 seconds, which is very impressive for lap 2. But can Dens do anything about that? Very close racing, said Oliver. Absolutely. Come on, Saf. Absolutely. Saf can surely do something with this. Well, starting to space out. Let's look on the mini-map. We've got a couple of close drivers here. It's Valerio and Evo again. These two are absolutely glued together during tonight's racing. In both races. Is Evo going to have a look into the chicane? He is not. Although it is very tempting to dive down the inside when your opponent goes into heavy braking zone. If you do that, they will have the draft going down this straight. Sometimes it's better to just stay with them and try and get them into T1 instead, and then see if you can pull away in the S's. That could be Evo's plan, or it might have been he just didn't have the overspeed for it. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out. Evo, they're taking a tighter line. Of course, these two both driving the Lexus, so there's no real cornering or speed advantage. This is pure driver to driver. Tyres about the same. But Evo, he's purple. Valerio currently has the fastest lap, but Evo, the fastest driver in that first sector on this lap. I think if a car stopped on track. Who is that? Flurry Twist? Were you stopped on track? Or are you just a mile away? But Flurry Twist having an absolute mare this evening. Maybe he's wishing he was playing GT7 instead. Never mind, have a chance afterwards. Don't worry about it. The lead Mr. Bombastic has over Dens has come down by about 2/10. So Dens absolutely on a charge right now. He's dropping Tabotto in third place. Tabotto is just hanging on, but I don't know if Mr. Bombastic was slow through there. Dens was fast, we will find out. This Raccoon has a gap back to Valerio. Valerio has a half a second gap back to Evo. Watch this space. I think these two perhaps conserving tyres or maybe working together. Try and get back up to the front. I know it's tempting to really race each other, but sometimes, you know, you just can't keep each other offline. Having said that, Valerio taking far too much curb, and he picks up a track penalty there, track limits penalty, 1.5 seconds. So that is going to be handed in position to Evo. That's very costly. Will he hand it back to Davide? Davide is 6 seconds behind, so no, he's safe from Davide. Davide not safe from Safalicious though, by the look of that. BMW under attack from the Jaguar. And Safalicious there taking the I'm going onto the grass line, but it didn't work out for him. I wonder why. Oh, gets a penalty for it as well. So, odd luck Safalicious. Up at the front, Mr. Bombastic has been caught by Dens, who is on an absolute charge. Dens seems to have taken a little bit more life out of his rear tyres than Mr. Bombastic, but I think it's going to be fine. Those tyres look like they're going to make it to the end. But is Mr. Bombastic's lead going to make it to the end? I don't know. Dens is pushing hard. He's took another 2/10 out of Bombastic. He's got the slipstream. Is he going to be able to move into Spoon? Mr. Bombastic covers him off by staying to the left. That does compromise, of course, the entrance into that corner. Mr. Bombastic runs wide as a result. Zero. No, he's not around. A little bit of contact. Both drivers survive. Fantastic battle that I didn't see shaping up. It just came out of nowhere. All the time, these two slowing each other down. Tabotto is catching up. He's just caught by half a second during this lap, while these two squabble. Then they're not quite able to get past Bombastic, and it looked like he was going to. But Tabotto now firmly in this fight. It's a three-way battle for the lead, and there is half a second covering all three of them. So we're going to have a slipstream train down this main straight. Mr. Bombastic taking the defensive line, but is he going to be able to hold that into the first corner? Or has Den's already got this done? That move is done. Mr. Bombastic tries to come underneath him. Den's covers it off. That slows Bombastic down, drops him straight into the sights of Tabotto, who must be kicking himself for not getting the podium in the first race. He's definitely looking for it in this race. Of course, they're actually fighting so hard, all three of them, that Death Raccoon is starting to catch up. Death Raccoon has got a penalty, and Valerio right behind him, who's carrying a penalty again. But I thought Valerio would have had to actually serve that penalty already. Was that a different penalty? I don't know. It's like Ian Evo's had an off at some point, or a mistake. He's fallen quite far back from Valerio. I can't keep my eyes on both these battles, guys. We're going to keep an eye on the first battle at the front. Den's, Bombastic, Tabotto, 1, 2, 3. 8 tenths of a second between them now, 9 tenths of a second between them. This is going all the way to the end. Oliver says yes, Tabotto, absolutely. I mean, secretly I'd like to see Tabotto win. Nothing against the other guys, it's just that I know how hard he beat me, so I know how good he is. I'd like to think I was beaten by somebody who's just, you know, pro-am material. And it looks like he's got Bombastic, he's got the inside for this particular stretch of track. I can't even speak, I'm that excited. This is costing them though. Den's is starting to scurry away. These should be working together rather than squabbling like this. What's Mr. Bombastic going to do? He's going to make a move? Is he going to sit back there, or is he going to bump draft? Auto tyres, by the way, look absolutely magnificent at this point. Mr. Bombastic just picked up a penalty. His front tyres are starting to go up at the front. And his tyres look okay, but I'll tell you what, Tabotto's keeping his tyres in really good condition. I don't know if that's just a feature of the Lexus. Oh no. Bombastic's gone. A little too much loud pedal, but on the curb. Oh, look how frustrated he is. You can see the body language of the car. He is furious with that. It happens. It really does happen. But that has released Tabotto. Has he now got the pace? Catch up with Den's, or has Den's already gone? Is this too late? This is lap 6 of 9 already. Bomb has the cornering car, says Oliver. Yes, but he cornered too much. There weren't that many corners in that corner. Valerio now only a second behind Tabotto, but he's carrying that penalty. So he's got past Death Raccoon at some point. He's carrying a penalty. Ian Evo in 5th. Mr. Bombastic managed to hold it together in 6th. Davide very lonely in 7th. Having a very quiet race. McFlurry Twist in 8th, and Safalicious having an absolute mare in 9th place in that Jag. Sorry, Saf. And sorry to the Saf fans. Ahead, Den's has taken a 10th out of Tabotto. It needs to be taking a little bit more out of that. I think we've only got 3.5 laps to go. 3.5, 2.5. Oh, I can't maths, there's too much going on. Den's a little bit faster through this section, so not a lot in it with these two. When they cross the line, we will check their lap times. We'll see who's monstering and who's not. It looked like Den's was fastest through the chicane, but then Tabotto... Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Den's put a 158.2, Tabotto a 2 flat. So no, Tabotto's slower than Den's. And again, we have this timing glitch that we had during practice, so I can't actually give you accurate timing. Sorry about that. I have no idea what's causing that. perhaps lag, maybe. What we'll have to do instead is keep our eye on the split up on the tower in the top left, and that split is saying that since the start of this lap, Tabotto has taken 3/10 out of Den's. Why is that? Are Den's tyres going? The fronts on Den's car are definitely looking a little worn now, but not to the point you could lose so much time. Is it just that Tabotto's found something? Perhaps the fact that Valerio's catching Tabotto has given him a certain sense of urgency that he didn't have a few minutes ago. That split now to Den's absolutely coming down. If he can just get a slipstream, just a sniff of a slipstream, this could be Tabotto on for a win. But he's going to have to really push like crazy. And if Valerio tries to overtake him, that's going to mess things up. That's going to be a whole bunch of time lost. Any predictions you want to make on a winner, you can make now in chat, but I'm telling you, it's probably not going to be right, because we can't call this right now. Dent and Tabotto as fast as each other through there. Valerio, what's he going to do? When and how is he going to pounce? I was going for it now. Valerio going for it before the chicane, which slows Tabotto down horribly. Oh, that's time lost. Did not need that. But can he use a slipstream from Valerio to get a bit of a slingshot? We shall see. I'm surprised Valerio hasn't taken that penalty yet. Lap 8 of 9. I can't believe it's come around so soon, but it has. Here we are, penultimate lap, and we are still watching the leaders, wondering who's going to be the first one across the line on this final lap. Den's looking absolutely magnificent up front. Tyres are going off. Valerio's tyres going off. Botto's tyres looking okay, but these two here, have they got the speed they need to get Den's? And are we going to see what we saw in the first race, where Valerio could slow Den's down and actually bring Tabotto back into it? I can't call it. Oliver says, come on Tabotto, get them in the straight. You know what? I would love to see that. I'm all over that. But Valerio is absolutely thundering along. Having a bit of a wibble there, just to show you how hard he's pushing. Den's, by the way, let's just have a big shout out for Den's. He's made it up to the front, pushing hard, leading this race. He knows Valerio's fast. He knows Valerio can catch him, but still, he's not cracking. Soaking up this pressure. Like a pressure sponge. Albeit a pressure sponge in a very fast car. Tabotto dropping back a little bit. He's losing that slipstream. Really needs Valerio now to be interacting with Den's. It's the only way Tabotto is going to be able to catch up. Get that slipstream past them both. GG says Fat Cat. GG indeed. Oh, that is another track limit infringement for Valerio. That is not what we wanted to see. Final lap. Valerio in a position to pounce on Den's, but he's got a massive penalty to get rid of. A 2.8 second penalty, but just 1.8 second behind him is Tabotto. So Valerio's going to want to be doing some lifting and coasting somewhere and using Den's slipstream to maintain more momentum in a way to try and get rid of that penalty. That's a big ask, 2.8 seconds though. Look at that pace, that is unreal. This is it, this is the move. This is the move. Oh, they're both off. Valerio's in the gravel, Den's is in the gravel. Where's Tabotto? Tabotto's going to be right on the back of them now, coming into this next section. Valerio gives the place back. Is he now going to lose out to Tabotto? Oh, it just slows him down. Unfortunate, but at this rate, Tabotto is going to jump Valerio in the standings when they reach the checkered flag. Because Valerio still has a 1.8 penalty to clear Tabotto in the slipstream. to try and use Valerio's 1.4 seconds behind Dens. I don't think Valerio's going to have to catch back up to Dens now. I think that was his one chance. I don't think he expected to try and make the move there, but Dens was slower through that section than expected, and that resulted in the contact. And Valerio actually did well to give that place back without losing out to Tabotto. We're coming into the final sector of the final lap. Oh, Valerio sideways. I don't know how he kept that in front of Tabotto. That's ridiculous. Sapalicious there causing in yellow means Valerio will not be able to shed that penalty. This is something we've seen in an RBX race as well. Death Raccoon's also going to take a penalty at the end of the race for that. Valerio and Death Raccoon ending on penalties there because of Sapalicious. That's perhaps something that the stewards are going to be talking to Sapalicious about. Bombastic coming in 6th. Davide is sideways. That's not how you take the chicane, Davide. And here comes my furry twist. But your winner, by a whisker, is Dens. Because of that penalty, which, like I said, is going to be talked about with the stewards, I think. Tabotto. It wasn't the win, but Tabotto really ran a great race. His Valerio finished 3rd, and, you know, he worked for it. Death Raccoon. We didn't talk about much in the race. We didn't see him much. Justice for Saf, says Fat Cat Gaming. Oh no. I'm pretty sure that was on Sapalicious, that one. And I think there's going to be a bit of a telling off coming. There is your race winner. What an evening it's been. What a pair of races we've had. There has been action from green to checkered. Let's just say congratulations, well done, that was a good race. And it was. Charlie says the Z4 is too slow on the straights. I know, it was so good in the corners, but there are some long power sections on this track. Sapalicious has gone to hide. So much good racing tonight. So much good racing. So much skill out there. This is why these guys aren't racing in clubmans, because they're too much. They're all too much. Tabotto, great racing, good for me. That you had a battle, lol. That's exactly what we were talking about on the stream. On the steam there. Steam? On the stream. Tabotto being able to catch up because of the battle. Den saying desperate times. Valerio saying, I don't know why, but I kept doing mistakes. That's pressure. Unfortunately, the excitement, the adrenaline, it makes you sloppy. GG guys, says Oliver Murray. Thank you, Oliver. That's awesome. Good to support your drivers. Wow, I need to lie down after all that. And, you know, unlike you guys, I get to go and lie down with a big, fluffy puppy. Just say thank you to McFlurry for hosting, because he stepped in tonight with JSM not being around. Thank you for hosting. There we go. Really close. It was really close. That was such a good race at the front there. That could have been anybody's. Could have come down to mistakes. Lara says, I feel a moron. It's not pressure. Okay. Has the stream just died? I don't know what's going on with the stream tonight. I'm sorry if the video quality hasn't been good. I'll have to take a look at it for next time. See what the settings are, which can be changed. So thank you for streaming, Grandpa. Well, I'm sorry the stream quality has been no good. I'll try and sort it out for you. Thank you for coming in and joining in the chat. Thanks, Grandpa McFlurry. You're welcome, Oliver. Yeah, I wish it could have been better with the quality. We'll do what we can next time. I'm sure we can figure something out. Maybe I'll stream in a lower resolution next time out. I think unless McFlurry needs me for anything else, I am going to close the stream off. Go and have a nice cup of tea. In fact, I don't know which button it is, you know, because I'm old and all that. Oh, here it is. Thank you for joining us. Give the stream a like, and if this is your first time here, remember to subscribe to SSBB E-Sport.